Go. Hi, everybody. My name is Alexander Fridman, and I am founder and CEO of company WAPI, a company that is building a European fulfillment network to help you fulfill all your orders across all the countries in Europe. And also, I'm the founder of WAPI community that helps you to grow your business in sales, find information and knowledge how to boost your sales and your marketing. Every Thursday, I invite special guests to share with you information, what's happening, what's interesting topics there are on the internet right now. And today we have wonderful guests. It's Yevgen Sozanskyi from company Xtheta. He is a Shopify expert. At last we have found a Shopify expert, and we bring a Shopify expert to you because it's very important topic, and we want to find out more about it. So Yevgen is founder of Xtheta M&M, the top 25 Shopify Partners Company. Hi, Yevgen.
Yeah, hi, Alexander. So thank you for such great introduction. Thank you for inviting me to your wonderful audience. So I will do my best to spend the next 1 hour to share my experience, to share my thoughts on what is Shopify and how Shopify can help to grow your business and your customers. Okay?
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
First, tell us a little bit about yourself, about your experience, about your background. How did you get to this point?
Okay. So actually, that's a long story, as always.
Okay.
I have worked previously for different companies, local companies in Ukraine, and for some international company like Microsoft, doing stuff which is mostly connected to the sales, marketing, and sometimes for some PR and government relations.
Mhm.
Anyway, almost 6 years ago, even already seven, how time flies.
Yeah.
I have left the big company named Microsoft just to
Wow.
start something your own, And
You were doing marketing in Microsoft?
yeah, there was enterprise marketing, and
Mhm.
I was also on position of anti-piracy manager in Ukraine, which is a
Okay.
little bit unique position, which combines sales, marketing, government relations, some PR, but it
Uh-huh.
was a very interesting time. Anyway,
Oh.
after 10 years in Microsoft, I decided that there is a time to start something my own business. And with my partners, we have focused on e-commerce, and we tried
Mhm.
different e-commerce approach. So we sells on Amazon, we sells on Etsy, we tried different e-commerce platform like WooCommerce, and in some point of time, we have tried a Shopify, and we
Mhm.
just was inspired with features, with capabilities, with unique opportunities which brings you Shopify, how fast you can start your business, how fast you can grow, and how easy to manage their business.
Mhm.
So we have tested different products and different advertisement approaches with Shopify. And after 1.5 years, there was like 5 online stores, and we have sell all of them.
So you started with your
With our, yeah,
with building your trading company
absolutely, yeah.
first. Okay.
So, and the reason to build our own online store was not, to get some huge sales, but
Mhm.
to test and to try different advertisement approach and to see what kind of advertisement works. Does it Facebook? Does it Google? Does it Bing? Does it influencer marketing? Something else? And after 1.5 years, we have sold all our online stores and create a company named Xtheta Management and Merchandising, or Xtheta M&Ms.
Wow.
And now, in 5 years, we do three different stuff, but 3 different things all of them connected to e-commerce. So one of them, we develop online stores on Shopify, any kind of online store. The second one, we are working like a digital marketing company, and we do everything which is connected to digital marketing, like advertisement, like PR, like online social media, YouTube, and many other stuff.
How many people do you have working right now?
We're comparable small company now. We have a little bit more than 20 people.
20.
Yeah, 20.
It's
Which
not a
is
small company for e-commerce.
well, maybe 20 people who are, on our employees, and in for some seasons, like Christmas seasons, or like after some, you know, huge e-commerce conference where we have speakers, we have get a lot of leads. So sometimes we just hire, contingent staff, people who work for some projects, and in this time we can, typically grow to 30 to 40 people. Actually, we are,
So what is your main focus right
yeah.
now?
Well, the main focus is e-commerce for all projects which are based on Shopify. Our main customers are companies from Europe, from Eastern Europe, and from Western Europe, who makes their sales worldwide. I mean, in North America, in Western Europe, sometimes in Asia, anyway, where people have an internet and have a credit card to pay something.
And have money on their
And
credit
have money on
card.
their credit card. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and one more thing which we are trying to do right now is, it's more related to some social responsibilities. So we are working on some applications which helps people in Eastern Europe to connect their Shopify business, their Shopify stores, with some local services like postal services, like payment providers, and many other stuff. So that's what we do right now.
Why did you go to focused on Shopify? Not Shopify is not a marketplace, right?
Yeah, I would say yes. The answer is yes until this summer, because from this summer they start to do a couple of things which brings to Shopify some marketplace features. And there is very unique marketplace features. It's not a typical marketplace like Amazon, like Etsy. It's more like mobile app where you have the single login to all Shopify stores and can search through all Shopify stores in the world with the only one login. Another thing which is bring Shopify business more close to marketplace, it's a Google Shopping, but we will talk about this a little bit later.
Okay, wonderful. I think everybody really wants to hear the presentation and go inside
Yep.
the info that you prepared for us
Great,
today.
great.
So we are ready. You can open your presentation and share it with us.
Yeah, thank you. So give me just a second uh, to share my screen and show on Windows. A lot of Windows, typical. So here, it's 5. Sorry, just one. That's all.
It's okay.
Okay. Can you see my screen right now?
Yes, Google
Yeah.
Shopping campaign.
Yeah. All right. We just start from the very beginning. Okay. So let's talk about multi-channel sales and brand building with Shopify. So I will skip the first slide where we're talking about ourselves. I think that's enough. So I would bring a couple of
I know them actually.
yeah.
They worked with me.
Yeah. So UGEARS Canada. So we are proudly worked with UGEARS in Canada from the very beginning. So we are responsible to create awareness of UGEARS brand in the Canada from the very beginning, from creating an online store and doing marketing, doing wholesales, doing mostly everything.
So you were the person who helped them to collect money on Kickstarter?
No, No, Kickstarter, there is a different person. So actually, we work
Okay.
with UG's distributor in Canada.
Okay.
Okay. So, oh, one of my favorite, Trend Gallery. So there is a customer who sells abstractive paintings for different kind of interior. The average sales, the average check is about $1,000 here.
Wow.
So you may imagine what their sales on monthly base. I would just say that there is six figures, six-digit figures
Every
on
month.
every month. Every month. Yeah. Uh, they started in 2.5 years ago. Yeah, the first month there was about 10,000. Then in 6 months they becomes like 50,000 per month, and now they do six-digit and more per month.
Wow.
And by the way, they have like 72,000 SKU, different SKU. I mean
Wow.
that
That's
every
so cool.
pictures can be in 10 different sizes in like with different kind of paintings. But anyway, there's 72,000
Yeah,
SKU.
this is a complicated task for logistics.
Yeah, but since most of these pictures are in just one or a few copies, this becomes more and more complex task for logistics. And I was the one my favorite customer, not because of their huge sales, but because of their products. It's Look Hunter. It's a customer actually from Ukraine. They make eco-friendly coats. I mean, from not from real animals, but eco-friendly. And do you know such an event like a Burning Man?
Of course, everybody
Of
knows
course.
about
Okay, everybody knows. So at the night at the Burning Man, it becomes comparably cold.
Okay.
And one half of all visitors in Burning Man wears their products because they're bright, they're very tricky, they're great, and like especially creating for events like Burning Man Festival. They say that typically everyone loves Christmas sales, and they just adore Burning Man sales.
Okay. In summer.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. And last but not least, the Fishing Planet. Fishing Planet, it's a game, actually. It's a fishing simulator game for Xbox, for PlayStation, for a personal computer. They have about 2 million subscribers, 2 million players. Every month, at least 300,000 people play their game on different platforms. And
Wow.
we work with Fishing Planet since they're starting at the September to sell the real tackles. So we just almost finished this project. I mean that we have made consulting for them from the very beginning on how to select products, how to test them, how to make logistics for Europe, for North America, etc. So it's a huge project for us, and we're very proud of it. Well, expect that they will sell even more than Trend Gallery per month. But let's see. Okay, so
Wonderful.
why all these companies choose and Shopify? And actually,
Yeah.
what is Shopify?
Yeah, I have the same
Yeah.
question for you. Like, how Shopify helped them?
Okay, great. It's a great question, and that's the main question, actually. That typically I say that Amazon or Etsy or any other marketplace, it's like, the typical city market where you can bring your own product, like you have tomatoes or you have potatoes or you have fruits, and you would like to sell them on some city market. So you come to a city market, talk with owner of the city market. Let's say the name of the owner is Joseph. Joseph give you a place on the city market, and you start to sell you start to sell your potatoes or tomatoes or fruits, whatever. And uh, beside you, in 1 or 2 meters, there's a lot of another salesperson who sells almost the same tomatoes, almost the same fruits. And people who comes to city market, they do not come to you in person. They comes to city market because you know that at any time they can meet their needs and they can buy everything what you need on city market. And imagine that instead of have a place on a city market, you have a small office in some business hub or business center. And in this business center, the owner of this business hub gives you everything what you need to have your own business. They give you office, they give you electricity, they give you warehouse, they give you logistics, they give you some space for your stores on the ground floor. So whatever you need, that's exactly Shopify. It's a business hub. And what is most important and what differentiates Shopify from other e-commerce platform or from other business hubs, they do not limit you with only their services. What I mean, in Shopify, you have, let's say, some analytic tools which
Mm-hmm.
help you understand who is your customers, where they comes to you, and how they make a decision to buy. At the same time, Shopify is absolutely fine if you will use a third-party analytics tools like Google Analytics, like Yandex Metrics, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Another sample is Shopify Fulfillment Network. So Shopify has their own fulfillment network, who is currently,
Only in United States of America.
yeah, right now it's covered only United States and America. But Shopify have hundreds integration with different warehouses, with different logistic companies, including Amazon FBA, including Rakuten, Shipwire, whatever named. Typically, almost all of them have their own integration with Shopify. So from one side, Shopify gives you only for $29 per month everything what you need to start their own e-commerce brands, your own e-commerce business. From
Mm-hmm.
other side, Shopify is absolutely fine. Shopify is okay, and Shopify even helps you to connect your Shopify account, your Shopify business with any kind of tool what you can imagine, from product source through marketing, through I don't know, CRM, through accounting, through logistic or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why many small brands or small companies, I mean companies which have 1, 5, 10, 20 people, yeah, starting with Shopify because it's easy and because it helps you to have sustainable growth. From
Mm-hmm.
other side, there is big names which starting with Shopify and still works with Shopify. One of them is Tesla. So Tesla,
Tesla is done on the website, is done on Shop.
yeah, Tesla Model 3, you remember this huge story when Elon Musk starting to pre-sale their Model 3,
Mm-hmm.
they start their pre-sales on Shopify. One more huge name, it's a Kylie Cosmetics,
Mm-hmm.
from Kardashian family, Kylie Jenner. They start her business from the very beginning in 2016, if I'm not wrong, with Shopify stores. And
Mm-hmm.
still their sales on she sells her Kylie Cosmetics, the main online store still on Shopify. So Shopify from one side is a good tool for start. From other side, it's scalable. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but let me just explain a little
Let
bit.
me ask you a question
Yeah,
like newbie. Before that, everybody had to make their own websites.
yeah, right.
Like, you make by yourself or you use different services like I don't know like Wix and
Hmm.
make your landing page and start targeting Facebook and Google. What's the main difference to Shopify is that they have this a huge amount of services that are connected to your landing page. What is
Well,
it?
Yeah, that's extremely great question. So Shopify have online store builder, their own online store builder, and pretty good store builder. So you can start your own online store just in a couple of days if you have some experience. If you do not have this experience, you can start in 1 week or 8, 9 days. And because of the great templates or great Shopify names, they use templates themes. You can create this online store without any knowledge in coding. But that's only one sales channel. Let's say it's the most important sales channel, but Shopify also works with other sales channel. Like they have sales channels names by button. It means that you can place a small script to your own website on WordPress or Wix or whatever and sell products which stores in Shopify database in your Shopify account in any other online website which you already have. Shopify have a connection with Amazon, with Etsy. I mean that the main idea before Shopify is that you have to describe your products just once. So just once you have to put a title, put description, upload images, upload price, SKU, and that's all. And this kind of data could be spread to different sales channels. You can export this to Amazon listing, you can export to another site, you can export to Etsy, Facebook shop, or whatever. I will show you a little bit later how it works, okay? One more huge benefits what you have get from Shopify is the help with marketing. So in your Shopify account, you already have a huge number of marketing tools like Google Shopping, like Facebook ads, like email marketing, and whatever. And what's the difference between typical approach and Shopify approach? In a typical online store based on Wix or WordPress or whatever, to start your sales with the help of Google Ads, like Google Shopping, you need manually create and connect Google Merchant Center, Google Ads account. Need to upload your products to the Google Merchant Center. Actually, it takes time, and if you do not have such kind of knowledge, typically you have made a huge number of mistakes. In a Shopify, all this thing, which typically takes like 4-5 days, even for marketing agency. In a Shopify, you can do the same stuff just in 2 clicks. Say, I want this. And Shopify create for you Google Merchant account, Google Ads account, connect all of them, and upload products to the Google Merchant. And so that takes like 20 minutes. And I'm not kidding.
Okay.
So there is a help with the marketing. From other side, if you would like to do all of this stuff manually, it's okay. Okay, let me switch to the one more important thing for online sellers in Europe. It's GDPR. So Shopify have fully compliant with GDPR features. I mean, all privacy stuff, which is related to the GDPR laws, to the GDPR enforcement, they are already built in Shopify. Whatever you will do in Shopify, they will be fully compliant with the GDPR, and it's important thing for the online sellers
You
in
mean
Europe.
that a trader from Europe, if he's working through Shopify, he has no risk of GDPR issues
Absolutely,
with police?
absolutely, right, right.
That's a very serious advantage
Yeah,
because everybody is afraid of this GDPR now.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so payment plans. Just a few words on how many it costs. You have actually 4 plans. So the one starts with $29 per month plus 2 persons for all your transactions.
Mm-hmm.
Comparable with Amazon 50% typical, fees, Amazon sales fee. It's very low fees. The second one is a Shopify plan, which costs $79 plus 1% from all your transaction. Advanced Shopify, it's about 22. It's about 220 plus half of percent. And Shopify Plus, that's for the companies who sales over, let's say, 1 million per month.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between those plans? There is only how they calculate sales fee. That's most important difference. You can easily start with only $29 per month, and you can be sure that everything what you need in Shopify for the first, like say, 1 year of e-commerce business, you will have enough in Shopify. Okay, so we already have touched this one slide. I mean that every e-commerce business have products, have customers, orders, payments, and delivery. The main things what they do. And what does Shopify? Shopify help you to cover all of them. Like, let's say, just give me a second. I would, okay. There is no one in this place. Sorry for switching. Let's say products. The same story with UGs, which you already know. That's how it looks their online store in Canada. And once we have described products in Shopify, once we have put the titles, images, SKU, description, whatever, in just one click, we have created listings on Amazon with the same data. We have created Facebook shop and many other sales channels. So never mind where customers want to buy your product, or this order will be visible in Shopify.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere, and especially in Shopify. So you will collect all data what you.
So you mean that it's no need to use any other source channel because you can use Shopify and instantly be everywhere?
Yep. Typically, the answer is yes. The one thing that listing on Amazon have their own requirements for descriptions, and it's a little bit different than typical description in a Shopify store. But more or less, yes.
If you want
Definitely that you still need your seller account on Amazon. You still need your seller account like on Etsy, but with only one click, you can sell everywhere.
But then also, if I'm already an advanced seller in Amazon, I'll have to go to Amazon and do their additional stuff, right?
Typically, how people does if they already have some listings on Amazon, they think about Shopify like just another sales channel, and they use integration like only for logistic, like for FBA. I mean that orders which comes to you from your Shopify online store, you can easily ship this order from your FBA through multi-channel fulfillment from Amazon. And you do not need any manual action to do them. That's fully automatically. The same story with like other logistic companies. So they could be fully automatically. But from my side, I still believe that online store is the most important sales channel. And still we have a little bit limited time. Let me just switch to the five typical mistakes and where to start.
We
Yeah.
see now the pricing.
Okay, pricing. Yeah. So pricing, that's the first my point about typical mistake. So a lot of people start their online stores on Shopify with the products which cost like $3, $5, $10 on euros. Don't do that. The sweet spot, the typical price which make you successful on Shopify store starts from $30, $50 and up. And because when you start to promote your online store with the Google ads or with Facebook ads, you have to spend some money to promote your online store and your products.
Mhm.
And the volume of marketing budget which you have to spend to make the single sale doesn't relate it to the your product price. It's related to the competition with other customer, with other sellers. So I mean, you have to spend $5 to sell a phone case, and you have to spend like $6 to sell something which is cost like $100.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the difference. So do not start with some products which cost less than $30. I mean, main products could have to be like 30, 50 or more. You may have additional products,
Mm-hmm.
and they can be they can cost less than $50. But but start with the
You mean
50.
like cross-sale products?
Yeah, I mean cross-sell products.
Okay.
Just okay, price. So the second one, design. I know that you have a lot of, so sorry for that. What happens? Okay, design. I know that you have your own customers, Amazon sellers, right? Even who
Mm-hmm.
are listening us right now. And I know how much time and how much efforts people spend to make their listings on Amazon perfect, like graphics, design, title, description, everything. And I see that a lot of people think that their product pages on their online store could be done like, just in a few minutes. And you have to make the same efforts for your product pages in your online store as you do for Amazon listings. I mean, pictures, I mean, you need to create a great title, a great descriptions, and that's the difference which brings you more sale and help you with a conversion. Uh, Trust. There is a typical actually question from Amazon sellers. They say, and they absolutely right, that people trust to Amazon, and why people have to trust to your own online store.
Mm-hmm.
And the answer is, until you do not create your own brand, until you do not have some awareness of your brand, you need to bring the proof on your product page.
Mm-hmm.
And those proof is a proof from previous customers. So reviews have to be on your product page. And that's where your product start to have some trust from your customers. And Shopify actually helps with them. You can easily export your reviews from Amazon, or
Mm-hmm.
even you can collect your reviews to some Excel file and upload those reviews to your online stores.
Okay. But
Yeah,
is there an easy way to leave a review in Shopify when people purchase goods on your
yeah,
website?
yeah,
Shopify,
absolutely, absolutely.
leave
There is a couple. There is not couple. There is 5 or 6 tools or application which
Mhm.
automated gathering and publishing a review to your online store from your customers. And what they do actually, it's typical, after responder at Amazon. So as soon as you have some sales on your online store,
Mhm.
those application in 1 month or in 2 weeks will send an email to your customer with review requesting, or even a chain of such emails, one in 1 week, one in 2 weeks, one in 1 month. And if even you can, put any kind of promo code for reviewing, for putting review from your customers. And as soon as customer gave you a review, you can make your own decision. Publish this review on your online store or do not publish. And if you want, if you still want to publish because it's a good review, you can
Yeah.
easily press one button and okay, those review is already on your site.
Yeah, so on Shopify shops have only good reviews. Yes, no, never bad.
Yes, but there's one teeny trick. As soon as you start to promote your online store at Google, Google has their own rating system,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to prove to Google that all your reviews, that your rating, it's a real rating.
Mm-hmm.
So we know how to do it, and it's absolutely white. It's no cheating.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Google don't trust to anyone who comes to Google with only 5 stars reviews.
Okay.
That's do not work like this.
Something suspicious.
Yeah, extremely suspicious. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so ads channels. That's my favorite topic because that's the main difference between successful stores and those who do not success on Shopify. The typical mistake which make almost all people, they start to spend money on Facebook ads and they start to target their audience based on their interest on Facebook, based on their demographics, and
Mm-hmm.
starting to guess who is your customer.
Mm-hmm.
And they spend a huge amount of money before they understand who is exactly his customers. Instead of them, I would really ask anyone who starts this business with Shopify, start with Google Shopping. So what is Google Shopping? When you type at Google some search, like rate Adidas shoes, before you will see the typical results, search results, you will see, as you can see on the slide, pictures with price, with ratings, by the way, and with the links to some online stores. That's exactly Shopify, Google Shopping ads. You can
Mm-hmm.
see the place sponsored. And that's extremely cheap way to promote your products through Google and extremely effective. Typically, you may start to have their sales even in 1 to 3 days after you will start your advertisement. And run those advertisement campaigns in 1 month or like a few weeks. Oh, by the way, there is a results, just put it before our calls. So customers spent about 2,000 for Google Shopping campaign and sales almost 50,000. So I think that's extremely great results.
Mm-hmm.
So for news,
The rating costs, but it looks great.
yeah. So new stores start with a Google Shopping, right? Those campaign like 1 month, and when you run those campaigns, you collect all data for your next advertisement in Google and Facebook. I mean that you will know exactly who is your customers, uh, who just visit your site, and who make sales for you. And as soon as you will have some amount of traffic, let's say like 5,000 customer per month or like 200 sales per month, that's quite enough to start a Facebook ads based with the targeting people not based on their interest, but ask Facebook to start advertisement for look-alike audience. I mean, you may say to Facebook, find out people who looks extremely similar for those people who already bought something from me, who already bring
How
me
does
some sales.
how does it work actually? Can you tell
Yeah,
the
just
details to the
from the
view?
very beginning, we put a small script named Facebook Pixel to your Shopify online store,
Mhm.
and every click, every visit, every purchase, every movement of your visitors on your website collects some data in Facebook.
Mhm.
Facebook collects some data from your website, all data from your website. Sorry.
Mhm.
So, and Facebook knows exactly what people do in your website and who these people, what is their profiles, what is their names, what's their interest or whatever. And Facebook, with a huge amount of their own data, can easily find out people who are similar to your purchaser, who are similar to your buyers, who are similar to your visitors. So instead of
Mhm.
making a guess, just ask Facebook, do they do
Research.
this work?
Do their thematic
Yeah,
research.
do they automatically research?
That's a life.
Use artificial intelligence of Facebook, and that's bring you much more sales than just guessing what is your customers through Facebook interest. So 1 month Google Shopping, 2 or 3 months it's Facebook ads. After that, you can start to use some additionally complex marketing campaigns like giveaways, like email marketing, cross sales, upsells marketing, or whatever. So that's how it looks successful ads timeline, and that's how people do not waste their money for stupid Facebook advertisement. Last but not least, don't be afraid. So I know that when you have some successful business, uh, never mind, it's Amazon successful business, it's Etsy, eBay successful business. Um, trying something comparably new, trying something which is have some different rules, like what you already knows. That could be scared. But don't
Oh,
be afraid. It's
oh,
not a huge investment, but the results could be just incredible.
yeah.
And until you want to create your own business, to create a business which doesn't depend on some rules or wishes from city market owner Joseph. So
Okay.
so you have to create your own online brand through some e-commerce platform like Shopify, and I strongly believe that Shopify is the best choice to create your independent business. And
You just said about investment, and we
yeah,
have a question. What could be the average amount of money what I need to invest to start
okay,
business on
yeah,
Shopify?
yeah, yeah. So let's split all investments on a few things. So to have your own online store, if you do your online store by yourself, I think that it will cost somewhere about $200 with paid templates from Shopify, or you can use free templates from Shopify. But anyway, if you want to have some good looking online store, use paid templates, so it costs about $200. The next investment is advertisement, right? For typical stores, which is have some from 10 to 20 SKUs, I
Mhm.
would say that your daily budget in a Google Shopping should be about $10-15. It's a daily budget to
It's not
start your sales and to start to be profitable and testing everything.
okay.
So
Every product or in general?
in general,
Hmm.
in
Okay.
general, in general. So let's say you have to spend like from 300 to $500 or euros for testing everything through Google Shopping and starting to have some sales, and I mean becomes profitable. So totally, if you do everything by your own, that's about 700. If you would like to work with some agency or Shopify partners who will create for you online store and run your advertisement, never mind, it's Google, Bing, Facebook. That could be different story. I don't want to say for some other Shopify stores. I can give you some numbers for our typical project. For create an online store, like 10, 20 SKUs, typically it's cost somewhere about $1,000. But that's already SEO optimized. They're absolutely ready to sell with the reviews, with email automation, and whatever. I would say from 800 to 1,200, something about that. For 1 month of advertisement management with the Google, our typically service fee is about 500. It's not the cheaper fee on the market, but it's not the biggest cheaper on the market. So there is something about median. But there is an experience from people who work with advertisement like several years, yeah, and you already seen some results of investments in Google marketing versus sales. So I would say that if you will work with agency like us, their typical start could be somewhere about 2,000 in the first month.
Okay.
And typically, first month, you will have a negative balance. I'm very open and very respectfully can say that. From the second month, you will have somewhere about zero balance. From the third month, you already have sustainable growth, and you became profitable.
That's actually very fast. So,
Uh, well, yep, but I know a lot of people who say I would like to be profitable from the very first day. Okay.
already yesterday.
Yeah. Already, already.
I also know these people. But okay, in general, how do you think the person who comes to e-commerce and wants to build his trading business and decides to do it on Shopify, how do you think what must be his investments in
I
general?
think, yeah, in general, I believe that you have to be ready to spend in the first month somewhere about from 1,000 till
I'm asking
2,000.
you several times because my previous guests who are specialized on Amazon were saying 15,000 euro, 20,000 euro,
Yeah, I know. That's a little bit different story because I'm talking about investments is if you already have your own product.
Okay.
Okay. So I do not calculate some investments to production.
Mm-hmm.
I do not calculate some investments to, warehouse, logistic, or whatever. I'm
Okay.
talking only if you already have your own products and you would like to open for
Mark.
yourself a new market and new sales channel.
Then I think it is more than cheap and not expensive way to start.
Well, it's not expensive. Yeah, I know that a lot of agency ask much more in the very beginning. They say that they have to test Facebook ads, they have to test Google context advertisements, they have to test email marketing, influencer marketing, blah blah blah, and the service fee for the first month could be somewhere about 10, 15 thousands. It's not our approach. So we prefer to play this game in a long time. We prefer to work with our customers not just 1 month and get everything what they have in their pocket.
Yeah.
We would like to create some cooperation for the long years. So we
That's
value our customers' budget, let's say.
We have some more questions. The question is Shopify good for drop shipping?
Uh, yep. So Shopify is okay, absolutely for the drop shipping. Shopify even support drop shipping resources.
Mhm.
Shopify have like almost 100 application and integration with different drop shipping services, not only with AliExpress, but also with Pocket, with Wish, with Modalist, with drop shipping services in
Mhm.
Europe and United States. So drop shipping is okay.
Oh, wonderful. So, do we have something more very, very important in our
Yep,
presentation?
yep. One thing, helpful hand.
Mhm.
So registration, I'm not sure that it's visible, slide here, but here's a link, and I can, share this with you the slide deck after our call. So if you would like to share some links, helpful links. Where to learn? Shopify Academy is pretty good and free, and
Mhm.
have a lot of resources to help you. The other thing, it's Udemy e-learning platform.
Mhm.
Even if it's about dropship, I would recommend to Google Dropship Lifestyle website. There's a lot of free lessons and free articles about promoting, about advertisement. Uh, Partners. So we are not the only one partners in Shopify, but in Shopify there's two-level partner structure. So they have Shopify partners, and it's a big number of partners, and they have Shopify experts like our company.
Mhm.
As soon as you will create your Shopify account, at the top right corner, you will see an icon with your profile. You can click on this icon, and in down menu, you can hire Shopify expert. I mean that you will place a request and Shopify expert marketplace, and you will get just in a one day from 3 till 5 different proposals from Shopify experts companies.
Mhm. And
Uh,
is in the
yeah,
list of Shopify experts, right?
yeah. There is a list on Shopify core experts. The name, the address is experts.shopify.com. And you can get actually those lists from Shopify.com site, Shopify.com. Okay, and actually we're also open for any kind of help or support. So we are here to help. Website you can see on a slide. If you would like to send messages to my company, you can do it through Facebook Messenger or drop the email. And if you would like to talk with me personally, here is my number for WhatsApp, Telegram, Viber, whatever. Just drop me a message, and we will have a call and discuss your goals and your task. And by the way, just to just to help you start your business with this online Shopify stores, I can promise not only experience from my team, but also a discount for 30% for all kind of services from me and my team, for advertisement, for online store brand. Just say that you have seen our webinars and the magic name of our host, and that's quite enough to get 30% discount.
Wonderful. Thank you, Yevgen. Thank you very much for preparing the presentation, for sharing the information. I think we should in some time make a second one so that you can give us some more professional details. This one was like introduction in the world of
Yep.
Shopify, and actually it answered several my questions, because when you don't use it, you think that it is just like the same as Wix or
Hmm.
WordPress, another way to create your website. And so,
Mhm.
what is all about? Why it is so successful? Why everybody is talking about it? And you have explained a lot now.
Okay, thank you, thank you. I think that if at some point of future we'll decide to have another one conversation, it will be very helpful if you will have more questions from people. Right now, people already know what kind of questions it could be, yeah,
Yeah,
what to ask actually, and we can, deliver another session based exactly on a question from your customers,
yeah,
from your
it's a great
listeners.
idea. We have one. Which is the most preferred payment option through Shopify? Is it PayPal or still it's recommended to have payments via card, Mastercard, or Visa?
It's via card. It's card payments. I would say that PayPal use about 5 or 10, from 5 till 10% of all customers at Shopify.
Okay, that's
And
cool.
actually, if you have like only card payments on your website, that's
Mhm.
okay. If you have only PayPal payments on your website, it means that you will lost 2 from 3 orders.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. So we have some few minutes left till the end of the webinar, and as always, I'm asking three general questions. And the first one is, tell us three short takeaways how to be successful in e-commerce nowadays.
Um, I would say that the one thing which I already mentioned, don't be afraid. Um, the second one is learn every day something new. Even in our company, we have Friday learning. It's a
Wow,
Friday,
what is
all
it?
our staff, yeah, all our staff, they have to learn something new from anything, even if it's not related directly to their responsibility. I mean, that marketing person can learn something from design person can learn something from, e-commerce general. So
Okay.
Friday is strictly,
It is like event. It's like
it's
for
not
1
event,
hour
it's
on
not
tour.
event.
Or
Every
it,
every person have their own, let's say, learning plan.
okay, cool. And the third one.
Uh, I think that, two which I already mentioned, it's covered 90% of
Okay.
everything. Yeah.
Okay. Then let's continue to the second one. And second one is what not to do. Never, don't do this. I saw these mistakes. Other sellers are doing it. Never do this 2 or 3 things.
Well, we have covered, typical mistakes. I can add maybe don't expect a huge number of sales journey several days. I know that it uh, sounds very stupid or
Mhm.
sounds silly, but I see that a lot of people who comes to us, they just expect, the sales from the very beginning. Shopify, or let's say your own e-commerce platform, it's not a marketplace, and there is some pluses and there is some minuses. And I would say that that's a game for the long years, but there is a game with sustainable growth. It's not just, get some $100 and that's enough.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So don't expect very fast results.
Don't
Something else?
expect immediate results, but you may be sure that you will have a great results in 6 months and 1 year. You
Oh,
can expect, my favorite was, you can expect sustainable growth.
okay, wonderful. Maybe one more, what not to do?
Uh, let's
Don't, don't
let's have another one for the next session.
Don't procrastinate. Don't wait. Start.
Uh, that's typical stuff. Yeah.
I'll help you.
I think that procrastination is the same thing which is, just scares something new. Excellent. Because in the base of procrastination, typically the scares of something new. It's always the same.
Wonderful. And okay, well, for the last one question, let's shorten it to one thing, one answer. Share with us one life hack for business in general, like how to be successful in business in life in general.
Uh, there is a lot of, typical answers like do what you love. Uh, my secret is sleep enough.
Sleep enough.
Sleep enough. Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm sleeping for 6 hours a day. Is it enough?
Uh, Sometimes 4 hours for me it's enough.
4 hours.
Yeah,
Wow, you
yeah,
beat me.
but sometimes it's 10 hours. And that even a company we absolutely okay, even right now when we have a lot of remote workers, um, we okay if people will take 2-3 break or siesta in the days just to
Okay.
make sleep. And
So
I don't
sometimes
know why, but that
I
helps me.
even sleep at work, no?
Yeah, even sleep at work. If it helps to be more productive, since he will, wake up. That's absolutely
Okay.
okay. Even we do not have, typical work from 9 till 5. Everyone do not have in current time such kind of, schedule.
I
Uh,
I
we have deadlines. We have deadlines, and we have met those deadlines. And how our, how our employees spend their own 24 hours in a day,
yeah.
that's their decision until they met our deadlines.
I ask my employees, please don't follow this one and don't sleep. Okay, who is watching right now?
Okay. That
I'm just kidding. Yevgen, thank you very much. Thank you for being my guest today. Thank you for sharing information about Shopify, and wish good luck to both of us.
Thank you
And
so much for
see
inviting.
you next time in our next webinar. I'm sure
Okay,
we'll do something interesting more in the future.
great, great.
Thank
Thank you so much, and wish you and our listeners to stay healthy and have some great success in all new sales channels, including Shopify.
everybody who
Thank
needs
you.
help in Shopify, please contact Yevgen. You see his contacts, and be free to ask any questions. Send him an email, write to his WhatsApp. You have his number. This is the first person in my webinars who share his phone number. So don't stop and don't process it. Just use it. It will help your business.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
everybody who needs help in European fulfillment, please send us an email, send text us, and we will help you with it. Stay tuned, follow our webinars, and get more information about how to be successful in online e-commerce.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye.